Hi, a very good evening and welcome to Berani Bersama. Berani Bersama is a campaign where we work hand in hand with celebrities and experts who have volunteered to share their knowledge and skills and performances via social media to raise funds for MERCY Malaysia. So how can you Berani Bersama? Well, like our Facebook page when we go live, choose a variety of streams and videos of your interest and go to our Launch Good page at www.launchgood.com/Berani Bersama MY. Don't forget to pledge and make a donation towards the MERCY Malaysia's COVID-19 Pandemic Fund. So please note all funds are directly into MERCY Malaysia's via Launch Good platform, and we do not authorize any individuals to collect donations for us or on MERCY Malaysia's behalf. Thank you very much. Now, of course, we've got a very interesting topic that we have this evening entitled Fly. I'm going to ask the lady to explain what this is all about. I'm going to introduce her back. We had her on the last time, so let's bring her on from Sunrider, Zoe Badariah. Hi, how are you?
Hi, great. Rashid, how are you?
Okay, now we've got a really interesting topic this evening. It's entitled Fly, First Love Yourself. Now, why are we choosing this topic, Zoe?
Actually, I was actually scratching my head, what is that to share, because we would love to share among at this situation now, the pandemic, and it's a great activities, and I think for Berani Bersama to come, to do so many activities and just to bring up people's morale, to keep everyone united. So during this period, then I was tuning in some of the programs. Then of course, since I'm also interested to share on behalf of my company, and also in fact myself, one of the things that people would benefit and at this situation. So when I go through this, then I actually just came to my mind, and I saw that, we saw a lot of news, people are actually searching, I went into a lot of online trainings, now, and different people from different backgrounds, they are searching for solutions, alternative, just to break through, So that gives me an idea, because I have actually went through a program myself last time. It is called, in fact, I thank you for my guru for this topic, it's called Fly. In fact, today is just a little bit tips on the Fly, but because it is a few series, but just to Fly is actually first love yourself. So someone actually asked me when I was doing this, how does it relate to this topic? So actually, first love yourself is that at this situation, when we are looking for a career or a business, or even you want to expand or you want to stay aligned with your current business or your job, but how do we come back to a different mode, or maybe do some changes? Because I'm sure everyone learned a lot of things during this pandemic, right? I myself learned a lot, right? Some crisis or things to handle. That's why how do we define a career that is actually a breakthrough for ourselves? So there are a lot of blind spots actually, when we want to identify. Of course, income is very important, right? Have to stability first. But besides that, there are people that now are very affected by the income, because why can't my business or even my job, be sustained, and how can I go back to that current job if you really love it? How to really have another breakthrough and how to come back. So Fly, actually, I apply this is because there are three common things that we face today. We may have more, but I would think that three common things that I every day see is that at this situation, we love our career or we love our business, So, but is it affected by current situation, which really enable us to do anything at all? So this is one of the situation, and if this one, then you need certain things that later I will touch. The other one is that people actually has been looking for something that the job because I seems that I don't enjoy anymore. After working 1-2 years, it's like day in day out thing, and I'm not enjoying it, even though getting paid. But if we are not able to enjoy our work, I don't think we can excel ourselves. This is why I actually choose this topic. First, love yourself, because every job that we do comes from passion, right? Every job we do come from passion, whether we love to do the job. I don't believe in we just get paid and we don't love the thing at all. So because if that, you can't bring it as a consistency. You won't excel ourselves, our inner strength, because everyone has a strength in it, right? Everyone is born with a strength. So if that strength is not your passion and it's just that delivering others people's passion and get paid, then I see that a lot of people can't work. That's why a lot of job hoppers, right? A few years,
Yes.
1 year, their job, But this is why I think the topic first love yourself is that passion, passion is something that you love. That's something that you really want to do it every day, whether it's related to work. But today is we talk is related to career or work. So it really have to have that passion. And the other one, when we have passion, we deliver it as a person ourselves, as ourselves. It's not the job, it's not a task. So I think that whatever that we deliver it from our heart, it will be very, very fruitful. Sometimes we might go through some crisis or some challenges in the beginning, but belief, faith, we always see a lot of situations when we have a lot of belief and faith really break through our many, many obstacles. Yeah. So that's why I think passion is really, really important. That is also linked to our core value, our core value. Every one individual of us, we have our own core value. We don't want to feel guilty when we do certain things, right? Even though we get paid, so we won't be feeling happy. So by that way is that you are not loving yourself at all. You see, if we are not loving ourselves, I don't believe in giving out to others in the need, because I am in the sales line, right? I'm in direct sales. So I work with people a lot. So when we work with people, if we don't have that passion, you can't be actually guiding people to find their passion, isn't it? So that's why I actually thought this topic is really, really interesting. I would like to share to a lot of people where sometimes we might lose these blind spots, whether because the situation maybe really push us, I need that income, but please look into whether this suits our passion, our core value, our principle, because I think this is really important for us to carry out, to serve, because this is also a sales. Whatever job that we are doing, whatever task, it is selling. I always believe everything is selling, right? So we are selling ourselves, we are selling a product, so it is all about selling. So you sell. That is why I say we have to love ourselves before you have to sell. Otherwise, you're going to sell something wrong about yourself.
Right.
So fly that I said, I always use to my friend. We have to first love ourselves, first love yourself before you can fly. So a lot of things come from deep passion, whether you really love the job or not, right? So this is the first why I choose this topic, Rashid. The second is about principle. The principle is that does this job meet your own principle, right? Principle means that are we cheating people? Are we hurting them? Or even sometimes our principle may change from time to time when we are single, or whether we getting married, or when we have our own kids and family, right? Our principle may change, you see. So this also have to serve whether it suits you, because sometimes let's say like today, I see a lot of people, especially the younger generations, right? We love, not even young lah. For me, I also like it so much. It's like we want to achieve work-life balance. Work-life balance is what actually, right? We want to work, have a stable income, okay? At the same time, we want to have our own life at the same balance, right? But if our principle is not being delivered in the job that currently, let's say you like to work, work-life balance, you like to spend a lot of time with the children, but if your job doesn't allow that, you will feel guilty of leaving our family behind. You see, for long run, definitely we will feel guilty. Even though, yes, I need to do that. We always say, yes, I need to do that. Please bear with me. But it cannot be too long time. So finding something that's in passion, there's so many opportunity out there, many, really many, especially during this pandemic. I see a lot of opportunity. It's just that whether you have to find that thing that you really meets your passion, you like it, right? At the same time, it meets your principle, whether it's time principle or it's the attitude or a principle of life, whether you really like to give out, right? There are a lot of opportunity by giving out like now, whether it is not an income, but we give to get back later. So I believe in these two things, the passion and the principle, in any finding a business or even finding a job, right? Because this will actually bring us long term. I don't think any one of us would like to hop around, is it? So, but why we need to hop around is because after a while we find that maybe, it doesn't suit me at all. Then I hop again, right? Then I think better before we spoil our own image, we better find what you really want first, right? What we really like to do. At the same time, from identifying what you really like already, at the same time, then you find, does this like meets your principle of life? Okay, then let's say I give you an example. For myself, right? I really love working with people. I love sales. I love to see people success. This is what I really like, right? Helping people to success in my industry. Then this is my passion. Then from that passion, I have to meet certain principle. That principle is that I need to work. I need to see. I also want work-life balance. So from work-life balance, I would love to see whether the company that I'm partnering with are able to give me that kind of work-life balance choices, right? It's a win-win situation. So we cannot say I want to win all. So I'm going to look back into what are the company's background, things like that. So it meets my principle. And then I would also check the company, the people working in it, the people behind the company. Are they ethical? Is the company reputable? Even though you give me a lot of money, but how long has this sustained? Because my passion is to help people, right? If I am not able to provide something from my supplier and to give to my people, I don't think I'm helping them, because it's for long run, it might hurt them, right? So this is just a little example how I link my passion and to the principle that we want. Don't ever break our passions and our principle. Sometimes we may be pushed to certain situation that I have to forget about my passion. I have to, but don't ever leave the principle, because we will feel very, very tired of doing certain things, and we will feel very guilty. And by doing that, you are not loving ourselves, because we are not excelling ourselves. We are not showing our full potential, because you are not loving it, right? The job that you do, you are just doing tasks, just like ABC. Okay, I've done this. For long run, we will just feel like a robot, So I think that's why these are the two things that it's really important. That's why the main topic, first love yourself. Everything comes from these two, passion and principle. Yeah. Then after we find, let's say, my passion, I use my, yeah.
So it's all about loving your job first. I mean, we sometimes say charity begins at home. So that's charity is you.
Yeah, I like that thing. Charity begins at home. True. It begins from yourself, right? You have to really look into ourselves first, have some charity on yourself. That is why, because the love came from that. A person's strength came from if you're enjoying and you love yourself, so much of it, right? When you're able to love ourselves, you'll be able to give a lot of contributions to the people around us. So once you find the passions, the thing that you love to do, and these things meet your principle, it doesn't break your principle, right? So then I think this time also, then only we do the next check. Let's say, let us do have you heard of SWOT? I believe some of you in business or a lot of people heard of SWOT.
Learn that
the strength, the weakness.
Long time ago, when I was still studying.
Yeah, a lot of people. I think you don't need to be so technical about this SWOT, but easily, just a few factors that you need to. I think this is something that I learned. I really benefit from this a lot in my daily life, and when choosing certain things, or even in my planning of strategies of things, or even a person. Sometimes we can do a SWOT for her or him, right? So let's say now our topic is first love yourself. You have your passion, you find your principle, and then maybe from there, the principle I was talking, the nature of the industry that you are looking at. I am in the industry of direct sales, and when I'm in business development, so I work with people. So then I have to start to look into what kind of industry that I can work with people. I'm giving you an example, right? Industry. So you need to look into industry, not just some job that is on the job streets or things like that can just pay, right? Or it meets your certs, right? The certification that we have, if let's say you are a graduate, definitely that I hope that one is actually from the passion. So you look into the nature of the industry. So then from the industry, then I think it's also good. Is this a potential one, right? Potential means that it's not just a pay, because how long are we going to dive ourselves in this industry? Of course, if that's a passion, then we wouldn't. It should not change, right? So I would love for long-term growth in this industry. I love to have myself see success in. So is that a potential industry? So by looking at, I think the strength, then from here you can work on the strength. So the industry has its strength, has it got high demand, right? Like now, what is the highest demand in a lot of industry, right? It's actually entertainment, right? Educations, and actually health and beauty. People are still very concerned about health. Nowadays, people love to go on FB Live because I think people miss voices, right? Just came out now, but before this, so these are what is it very high demand in the industry that you have passion in. If it is high demand, has it also a large target market? So if all this meets your strength, the SWOT, right? The S is the strength. So more than the weakness, right? Then you can set this is an industry that I can think of. Then from this industry, I think you need to zoom in. Which company provide this industry? Right? We zoom in further. What company? Then you can start to search, right? There are a lot of companies that provide this kind of, let's say, the sales that I'm interested in. Many companies. So then from there, or maybe you want to find a partner, a partner. Whether who are the people who is in this industry too, you would like to partner with, or a supplier, you're looking for a product. So what kind of supplier that supply you this product, right? So when in terms of the company or the partner or the supplier, then I think this is the thing that if we are an employee, we have to look into the company, like I say, whether they're ethical, they are reputable, they are stable, they are strong, they have experience, they have a long journey, they have blueprint. And I think the most important is the core value, because the core value of the company meets your core value, right? If the core value doesn't meet, right, it doesn't, the people behind the company, you see that they are doing things is not what you want to do, I wouldn't choose this company. Yeah. So a very reputable company that same passion and core value with us is very important. Then if they are strong, okay, then you zoom in, you filter a few, that is very strong, long enough, a good partner, things like that. Then you have to see whether this company that you want to work with, right, or the partner that you want to partner with, or the supplier that you are going to work with, because they're going to start supplying you things, right? Whether they have any blueprint, the system. This is the system. What kind of system are they? Kucak kace, Malay call kucak kace. They do things. They don't have a system. So whether they have a system, and then if they have a system, then what is your ROI? The return on investment. If you are doing business, return on investment is, do I need to invest a lot? Then the income. That means the what do you call that? The income benefits of it, right? So at the same time, is there any risk? The risk factor is also have to zoom in. So all these risks, because it also goes back to our principle, whether we want to work-life balance, the capital that we put in, the hours that we put in, are we risking other people, things like that. So is there any risk of this industry? Like example, that's the current situation that I'm in, the current industry that I'm in, right? I will look into, there's no risk, because my industry helps people with no capital, right? No income, no even no certs, no high qualifications, that actually provides them a platform for people to have a second income or even a full-time career. So there's no risk at all. That's why I love this industry, right? And then the ROI, income versus the hours that we put in. This is flexible income and flexible hours. People can have 2-3 jobs, even part-times a lot. Now a lot of online doing, even you can do it in a home, right? By doing laptop, things like that. We still can earn, and we can actually also be a part of the family, be with our family. So the ROI is good. So I mean, there are other industry also, the ROI is very good. So we need to look into the ROI, whether this serve meets our principle, right? And of course, it's no risk. And whether this company that you work with, like I say, the blueprint, they already have history of success, right? They already have history of success, or a very clear way that proven, is successful. If so, then we have to work with them, because like now, a highway, right? The highway is already built. That, let's say I want from KL now, I want to go to Johor. The highway is already built. Then why you want to go back to the old way? Then you have to dig your own jalan again, So just follow the blueprint. Then maybe from there we need to break through a new few initiative or new things on it. So whether they have any before this, the blueprint. This is actually the 3 things: the system, the company, and the nature of the industry, which I would always share to my friends, when sometimes, they want to look for some business, that's how I zoom them in. It really helps them to really identify a few that is actually meet every criteria that they are looking at. So the last part of it, then we want to grow. We just don't want to just stay there forever, right? So then we have to see whether we grow and we get promoted. If you are an employee, right, we want to get promoted, or you are in business, you want to expand, then this is the thing that I would actually also, from the filtering, let's say 2 to 3 things, company that you have already identified, or the industry, or you want to start your own business, right? The industry that you're in. But industry you're in, you need to find a partner. That's why I say the partner is so important. So from there, whether this thing, can grow and minimize our own expenses, ROI, remember? So there's another 6 here. Is actually, I would put it simple. It's actually like OPT. OPT is actually, does your business, okay, expand by leveraging on people's time? Do you understand what does that mean? Expand by leveraging on people's time. So let's say I'm doing my current job, right? We not leveraging, not using. Leveraging is that everyone is working together, right? So people's time. So how many employees can we take? Let's say I want to full blast my production. I might need to take a lot of part-time workers. That is leveraging on people's time. But does that mean we need to come up with a lot of expenses? Right? So in terms of a lot of things that like now online, people are doing a lot of franchisee thing. Those are actually leveraging on people's time, right? Then the second one is that your business or your career, does that have a benefit or grow when you leverage on people's talent, right? So your business, do they need to employ or take in a lot of people's talent? Like one is actually good in accounts, one in finance, things like that. Or you can have a business that have a commission basis, that everyone works together to have the same business, things like that. But everyone just chip in their talent in it, right? It's a profit sharing, things like that. So are they potential in this? If it's, you have that opportunity to leverage on this, then this is the second thing that you check pass already. Then another one is that OPL is your business leveraging on people's leads? Now we this data thing, we sign up, this data protection, things like that, right? So people are buying things, buying contacts also, but this is not allowed anymore, right? So but it's our business do one thing, and a lot of leads that can come in, because let's say I'm working with 10 friends today. We actually like now, okay, we are actually leveraging on each other. We become friends, right? So in future we share our business nature, and there might be a partnership along it. So this is something that we say we leverage on people's leads too. The leads that is coming on. Then OPM is actually, are you leveraging on people's money? Now this is not using people's money, but everyone needs, if let's say you're in business, they might have some capital, very small capital, right? Or maybe a few hundred. So but by everyone having a few hundred, are they achieving their own goal at the same time, by leveraging on people's money, right? It's not just like a shop, just give you an example, a sundry shop and a franchisee shop, a franchise shop. So if a sundry shop, I'm so sorry about that, right? If a sundry shop, just one shop, there is a maximum, there's a ceiling that we can actually leverage on people's money. But if you have a franchise or a direct sales like that, it's actually everyone, just buying from a store. That's why online are so very famous now, right? Then OPP, are you leveraging on people's platform? So people's platform means that, like, can we work with another partner? Or you're a lone ranger, you can't, your industry cannot work with people, and you want to cover everything. Or we can leverage on others people platform. If we or the other one is that on people's product, like I'm selling a service, I'm also selling a product, but can we work with someone that is, let's say I'm selling a product, can we work with someone with service, right? So this is something that you have to identify also. Is your industry of business, you actually leveraging on people's product? If there is opportunity, that's why from here, from each of this category, I always do a SWOT on it. So once we do a SWOT, you see that I have a lot of opportunity. What kind of company that I can leverage on? If I'm selling a product, okay, what kind of product company that's selling services that I can work a lot at the strength part and more than the weakness part? Then this is something that is very, very good, right? It's very, very potential. I would say potential. So this is something that beyond the passion and the principle that I mentioned. Of course, that's the main fundamental part. But from there, I think this is something that I would love to share to everyone today. Is about the SWOT system, some nature of industry. I would like to recap the nature of industry, the company, the partner that we are working with, the people that we are working with, the system, whether they have a good system of it, right? Whether, if not, whether you have a good system of it. You may have a good system already. Whether you have a good system of it, whether the ROI is good, any blueprint and any expansion opportunity in the future. We would love to see. I would recommend everyone to see all this from this angle, because when you're able to find all this, right, it's already like self-assured. Okay, self-assured that you see your future. You see your future. I believe. Let's try this. If any one of you tuning in today, right, you are looking for something. Let's try this yourself. Do this test on yourself, and like the OPT, OPL, people's money, people's time, people's leads, people's platform and product. Do this. I'm sure. After all this, you will see something in front. You will vision something in front. The vision will come out. It will give you a dream. It will give you a vision, a dream. Then from there, then you have to start planning. You can start somewhere from the starting, start looking. Or maybe if you're not looking, you still want to expansion, then it gives you a vision, a goal. No, a vision is very important to really see what is ahead of us, because I do not believe in day-to-day work, right? Okay, so I hope that's it that I can share today, Rashid. So I hope everyone have enjoyed, and actually the tips that actually give some value to those in search for a change or areas which we can explore for further promotions, expansion, or even you like to really start something new, right? Try the test, right? It's the SWOT test, the passion test, the fly test. If you're interested, you can always reach out to me, then we can actually talk further. Yeah, Rashid.
So the most important thing is people, and also as you said, like the OPT, the two OPTs, on people's time, on people's talent, the OPL, on people's list, their leads rather, on people's money, on people's platform, and on people's products.
Wow, you're great.
Yeah,
You're
okay.
good at it. Yes. This is more for the expansion. But before the expansion, I think we need to look
Of
into the
course.
base first. The base
Yes,
is
yes.
the
Passion,
company
principle.
system.
First, right from the beginning, passion, principle, and
Yes.
then work along that way. Yeah, no, it's been quite
Yes.
educational. So it's just a matter of just being able to follow that thing, and then obviously, as she said, if you do have any queries, please do reach out to her as well. Because at the same time, when you were saying on people's platform, I said this is why you're here on our platform. So it's a win-win situation for
Yes.
everyone. So it's also educational for us.
Yes, every yes,
Yeah,
I
and you
think
get
we
promoted.
share certain things. I think we share certain things that we think that it will benefit to others, not by just selling, right? Okay, we share. I believe in sharing knowledge, even though it's to share first because this also built our own principle, our own passion, right? Because I really love to share. And then I think the other thing is that people are really really a lot. I think many of them now is really asking themselves, whether the current situation that they have, the job that they are doing, is it really can bring them further, maybe another, we might be prepared for another crisis, which I hope it won't
Yeah,
come, right?
yeah.
But yeah, I really hope it won't come, but we might be ready, but if why don't we do something new, not just getting ready for it for the next thing. So that's why I really think that this topic I want to share to everyone.
Well, this is quite interesting because what you're really offering them, I mean, throughout what your talk just now is another form, is passive income. So that at least they have something to fall onto. It is
Yeah.
something that a lot of people probably now are looking at, saying that if it does happen, as you said, they have something to fall back onto, and of course, it's principled. It's something that they don't have to feel bad about, and like you said, it becomes something that's much easier to do. But I think what they need to find is what is it that they want to do, what are they passionate about, and you're giving them that list to
Yes.
find out what it's all about. So yes, in a way, it is good for them to hear this, because I think a lot, as you said at the beginning, jobs are at stake, and I think for us, Malaysians are very educated. I think we should never take the fact that they're very resourceful. We're in a country where we have so many different races and religions, and but we rely on each other. At the same time, anyone who has one or two jobs at least. So if they can have
Yes.
one or two jobs, why not have another third job, which they're passionate about? So that passive
Yeah.
income, which
Yeah.
you're actually talking about. So yes,
Yeah.
I
Or
understand.
even the one or two jobs. Yeah, the one or two jobs, maybe it can also merge into one.
Mm,
It can always merge into one. To that, but I have actually tried this with a lot of people, my friends, or even in my career,
mm,
doing finding. It's actually finding ourselves first, finding what you really want to do for yourself, and by the same time, we contribute or not. Are we contributing? Because I believe when everyone feels that they are contributing, like now we are contributing, right? We feel great, we feel better, we feel that we
mm.
are someone. So by doing that, then from there, then it meets every of our. That's why I say let's love ourselves first.
Yeah.
We cannot give up care and the love from ourselves. Then whatever industry that you are work with, you are just working with money. For me,
Mm, mm,
money is not everything, because it cannot bring us very very long, to work with people, because people, we need some from our internal, our love and passion through, right? That's why when I work through with a lot of people, believe me, 10 out of 10 of them, they're able to see their vision. They're really able to see a little bit of their vision, a little bit direction where they want to go to.
mm,
What are the things that they really want to focus now? It will bring back to the focus, because at this situation, there might be people, all of us are human beings, we might be scared and actually maybe out of focus, because we just want to, some just kasihan, they just want to survive, right?
mm,
So when we want to survive, it brings us to another fear that we just want to survive. So that's not what we love to do. So let's
yeah.
get focus back of what, because they are like what you say, we are very resourceful. Our Malaysians really resourceful. We are all talented. So I really believe in that. There is always a opportunity in what we really love to do.
Mm, mm,
You
mm.
just need
Yeah.
to look up. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, this person, Ng
Okay.
Hock
So
Cheng, who's yeah.
I think
No, sorry, he's just saying, Ang Hock Cheng's man, the mission is to serve people is great. On the comments.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, Hok Ching. Thank you, Mr. Yeah, thank you, Mr. Ng. Yeah, actually, a lot of people are working. We are selling. It's just that what we are selling. Yeah, so it's just that whether the thing that you sell that you really love, right? And I think that also that's how you identify the nature of the industry, the people, whether these people that you work is any risk for yourself and the people around us, you know. And the same time, whether can I grow from there? I think the grow is very important. Everyone wants to see ourselves grow. So then whether the leverage on the thing that I say, the OPT, the OPL, and OPM things. So that is why today, this morning, actually, I just did one with one of my friend to her phone. Because I was doing this, you know, she was very exciting. I think she's tuning into, and also she was asking, what topic are you sharing? I said, fly. Then what is fly? You know, so I explained to her. Then I really did a very quick call. You know, we had a Zoom, actually, a very short Zoom. So talk to her. Then she actually I really appreciate that. You know, she really see that, wow, Zoe, you know, I really see what I want to do. She is in the hairdressing line because I'm asking her whether she can cut hair because the salon is not open, right? So, you know, I was talking to her, she's a friend. Then, you see, now it's like her salon is actually affected. You know, she can't operate at all. It's really operated. We can't have online hairdressing. You see, some people are going online to see how they cut their hair already. So it's really
Yes.
affecting her income for the last 3 months, right? So that's why we had a chat, you know. Then when I do this with her, we found something, you know, it's just a friendly chat. That is she going to come, even though it's accessible now until the 9th of June. But she is doing some new strategy, right? Hopefully this can bring her the vision of not just sitting at home a bit lost what to do, by leveraging on because she's not going to change the industry, right? She's going to continue with the hairdressing, but she's going to leverage on people's time, people's talent, leads, and money, you know, whereby she has some plan, you know.
Well,
So looking she will actually leverage on people's platform more. Yeah, people's platform and people's product. Yeah. Okay.
yes.
So these are things that we can actually do for ourselves. Do try this.
All right. Okay. Thank you. I mean, that was very not only educational, but it's very insightful as well. So thank you very much for sharing that knowledge our audiences
Most
tonight. So of course,
yeah.
again, once again, if you'd like
Last,
to, yes.
yeah, actually, I would like to say before I tune out is that lastly, you know, we have actually all come together, right? Like this now, this is actually something that we do in the community by sharing, right? Yeah, we come to this program. I believe that a lot of people are tuning in. I mean, since this evening, in and out, I was in my job, I was tuning in here and see people's jamming musics and people sharing knowledge, right? To just stay connected to, I mean, elevate ourselves and to boost each other's morale, you know. And some of them are actually checking what are people doing, you know, what are the people doing, because we just want to get connected. Right. Okay. So same time, actually, this is actually we also, when we see that we can contribute this. I go off. Okay, sorry. Okay,
Yep. That's
so
fine.
it's a time that we actually can yeah, we can sell, but actually to give back, you know, to those that in need. So I really believe that, remember, fly, you know, first love ourselves, first love yourself. Giving is caring. Before we do anything, you know, we have to love ourselves. Give is caring, and we give first to receive, right? That's why I think this platform is really good, you know. This Berani Bersama. So like what everyone do today, you know, let's do this as a contribution as a nation. Malaysians are really resourceful. Let's Berani Bersama, and then of course, right? Maybe you have missed out the certain links, you know, to this launch good, you know, page. Please do in some donations for that, because this one is actually towards MERCY Malaysia COVID-19 Pandemic Fund, which I think is the very important now for us to do this together. Yeah, right. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. And there you took the words right out of my mouth, so I don't have to say anything else. Thank you, everyone, and I hope
So
once
let's
again.
do this bersama, Berani
Yep.
Bersama.
Oops, hang on. Sort of losing you. Never mind. But thank you. And of course, don't forget to donate to www.launchgood.com/Berani Bersama. Thank you very much, Zoe. Thank you very much, Sunrider, and thank you very much, Berani Bersama. And have a good night.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.